What are some of the worst financial failures in gaming history? 2 Human had a particularly horrific development cycle, changing release platforms 3 times over the 10 years it took to develop the game, eventually landing on Xbox 360. The initial development cost of the game came somewhere between $80 to $100 million and only managing to sell somewhere in the region of 700,000 copies, which was unfortunately not enough to recoup the cost of developing the game. On top of this, developer Silicon Knights then also lost a lawsuit it filed against Epic Games over alleged issues with Unreal Engine 3, which cost the developers around another $4.5 million, ultimately leading them to file for bankruptcy. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, an action shooter released in 2024, developed by Rocksteady Studios and published by Warner Bros. This spin-off to the massively more successful Batman Arkham series was met with resounding negative reviews upon release. Despite looking visually appealing, the main complaints from both gamers and critics being the unnecessary implementation of live service elements, repetitive gameplay, and a poor story. Many fans of the series, and of DC Comics in general, describe the game as a soulless cash grab, and while the actual budget isn't known, it was reported that the game fell massively short of expectations, and that Warner Bros. Had lost more than $200 million in total on the game. Concord was a multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Firewalk Studios and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, and was released on PlayStation 5 and PC in 2024. This title is estimated to have only sold around 25,000 copies and only had 700 concurrent players on Steam on launch day, whilst obviously not a resounding success. The fact developers had spent $400 million on this title guaranteed it a spot as one of the worst-selling titles of all time. Much of Concord's failure can be attributed to lack of marketing. The pre-release marketing of the game was so lacking that many gamers weren't even aware of the game's existence until after it released, and as it wasn't an established IP, there was no brand awareness that could make up for the lack of marketing. That's 3 of the worst commercial failures in gaming. Be sure to check out the full video linked in the description below to see just where they rank and how they compare with other notable titles making the cut in the worst commercial failures in gaming history.